Here you can see the one of the three evacuated tube arrays here on the south side of the thing, and so and as well there will be panels on here and here and here, and these are going to be hooked up fairly quickly, and the heat will go down just into the crawl space right now for the house. And but when the house is actually operating, when the house needs heat, this it's called a fin tube radiator convector will be here. So when this thermostat calls for heat and there's heat available, it will dump heat into the home. And I can't remember the exact temperature, but if the storage tank temperature is at about roughly 50 or 60 degrees Celsius, this one radiator has got enough capacity to do the entire floor on the home. So it's a fairly simple heating system here to extract energy from the solar.
How expensive are those tubes?
Yeah, these ones here, I think these panels here are roughly $1,000 a piece, 1,000. Okay. And I think each one of these, though, is about $1,000. So they're quite a bit more expensive for the same area.
And how long would be guaranteed for those tubes?
I'm not positive. I think these ones here often have a 10-year warranty on them or something. And I'm not sure for these here what the warranty is. I'll get Catherine there.
So what's the difference between the evacuated tubes on the front of the deck and the ones that are on the wall?
Yeah, the ones that are going to be vertically on the wall are flat plate collectors.
Okay.
And they are more conventional type of thing. The evacuated tube have the advantage that in really cold weather they have a higher efficiency than the flat plate ones. Although I think per square they're slightly more expensive than the flat plate ones.
And the ones on the awning are actually for producing electricity.
Correct. Yeah. So they're using the 3R philosophy here on the home. First of all, reduce, so they're making the enclosure very, very airtight. Very high R values. The air-to-air heat exchanger will, I think, only use about 24 watts of electricity on its low speed. And the one in my house on low speed uses about 65 watts, so it's quite a bit better. And the Energy Star lights and appliances here. And maybe Catherine can tell me, one of these plugs here is a green plug, which...
One of the switches is
yeah,
connected to a phantom energy circuit, so it actually cuts off the supply of electricity to 1 in every 4 plugs. So that actually helps if you have devices that when they're off or in standby are using a lot of electricity. You can just cut them off with a switch instead of going around and unplugging them.
Yeah. So it's one of these here, is that the...
I'm not certain which one.
Okay, yeah. And I have seen another home where they actually put a green dot on it here. Some of the equilibrium homes actually are using that kind of a card system that we have in some hotels now. So when you want to leave the room, you have to take the card out of the slot. And then when you do that, then all of the unnecessary devices will shut off. And then when you come back in, I was in Tallinn in Estonia in the new hotel there, and that was a system there. You had to have your card, room card, which opened the door, had to be plugged in here in order to get the lights to work. And it's quite effective. After reduce, then there's reuse. I was in Japan in 1994, and I was amazed how water efficient they are in their fixtures. Their standard toilet, if this is the toilet here, you wash your hands in the basin or behind, and then the water flows down into the toilet tank, and then when you flush the toilet, it's used again to take the waste away. And I believe we're going to use one of these in the home here as a demonstration. And they are a little bit of a change from what people are used to, so we'll see how that goes across. In the room behind Catherine there's a model of this BRAC unit, and they're actually going to recycle water, relatively clean water from the bath and sink for treatment, and reuse it for toilet flushing. And there's a drain water heat exchanger again in that room, which is behind Catherine there. There's an example of it. It's a copper heat exchanger that allows you to recover about 50% of the heat going down the drain when you have a shower. And these storage tiles here, they allow you to store the heat during the day, and then at night as the house cools off, the heat is released and stabilizes the temperature.
So if these tiles are just ordinary cement,
Yeah.
but in the shape of tiles,
Yeah.
could you just have 1.5 inches of cement on the floor and do the same thing?
Identical, yeah.
Thank you.
And there's a house in Edmonton, that did one of the, there they just, have very smooth, and then they put a nice epoxy finish or something on it.
They painted it.
Yeah.
I've seen one where they call ground and polished it. So they ground the top off and then polished it, and it shows all the little aggregate through it. So
Yeah,
it's an interesting look.
well, I've noticed too, some of the concrete finishers now can actually make regular concrete look like floor tiles by stamping. And so. The great architect, Frank Lloyd Wright, he said that you should never put anything in a building that only serves one function. And if you can get, your floor tiles to do double duty, that's very much in line with his thinking. And the third R is the renewables. But I must say that the heaviest lifting is being done by the energy efficiency. And I'll use an example here. The appliances that will go in here will cut, and these efficient lights will cut the electricity use by about 50%. And the cost to do that, I think, would be of the order maybe of $500 to $1,000. It's fairly, but to get the remaining 50%, it's costing $30,000 or so. So really concentrate on energy efficiency with your, the cheapest kilowatt hour is the one that you don't have to use. And and there's more on the home at their website. Is it .ca or .com? Can you remember?
The exhibit website is vericohome.com. Verico.ca is Verico Homes Inc.'s website, so that's Ron LePage's website.
Oh, okay. So more information on the home would be then vericohome.
Yep.
.com.
.com.
And on the web, there's more information on the homes. A very interesting one in Edmonton is this Mill Creek house. And there, they were able to reduce the incremental cost from about $110,000 on the previous one to, I think, around $65,000 by, optimizing the design.
And where would that be in Edmonton?
Mill Creek is fairly close to the university on the